So I recently made a video about someone who hadn't filed taxes in 20 years and what should they do. And obviously that's a case-by-case thing. But Douglas Murphy comments, my question is, do you own anything that the IRS can take away from you or slap a lien on, or are you renting? And, to Douglas's point, this is a good point. And, sometimes this is the great big, gotcha that, some tax protester folks, like to bring up, and it's why a lot of them haven't been caught, right? Because they don't have very much. The IRS knows they don't have very much. It's not worth IRS resources to pursue them, okay? Now, as a tax professional, if you haven't filed taxes in 20 years and you had a filing obligation to do so, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to not be compliant, okay? But I will tell you the facts of the matter. To Douglas's point, if you aren't a juicy target, and don't take offense to this, right? If you don't have any assets, don't really have any income, sometimes in the IRS's mind, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Okay. That being said, when it comes to Social Security, which most Americans will receive at some point in their life, that is very easy pickings for the IRS. Okay. So you might look at your situation, hey, I don't have a house, or I lost my house and now I'm just renting and I'm close to retirement. I'm not going to be making any more money anyway. I'm just going to be living off Social Security the rest of my life. Okay. That's a gamble. Okay. That's a gamble. Because once you start collecting Social Security, which comes from who? Who pays that? The government pays that, right? It's a very easy intercept for the IRS to make. Okay. And the IRS can go back and it can file returns for you. Really, it has the right to for all the years you haven't filed. They typically don't. The ASFR program doesn't typically go back for more than 5 years. Okay, and the IRS under Policy Statement 5-133 will consider you compliant if you file the last 6 years to the extent required. Okay, so it's a gamble, right? It's a gamble if you just look at yourself and say, hey, I'm kind of broke. IRS is going to go after me anyway. Yeah, that's in general a sane sentiment, but don't forget how easy it is for the government to take government benefits from going to you. Okay, and yes, the government can take your Social Security. They can take up to 15% in an automatic levy. They can take more than that with a manual. With a manual levy. Anyway, folks, if you want to learn more about Social Security garnishments and all that, check out the videos here on the left-hand side of the screen. If you owe the IRS or your state at least $10,000 in back taxes, you qualify for a free consultation with us here at Choice Tax Relief. 866-8000-TAX. That's 866-8000-829. Or you can go to choicetaxrelief.com, fill out the form on the website. We will reach out to you. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.